Hey guys, this is John Lee Hilliard from JT's Vending, coming to you on April 4th with the daily devotional. It's entitled Loving the Unlovable. Bear with each other and forgive one another if any of you have a grievance against someone. Forgive as the Lord forgave you. Galatians or Colossians chapter 3, verse 13. You know your boy slow reader, so just Galatians. It starts Colossians. So it says, every living creature has been blessed by God with a way to protect itself. When a sand particle gets inside of the oyster's shell, for example, the tiny abrasion becomes life-threatening to the oyster due to the oyster's soft, porous tissues. I guess I don't know, but the oyster secretes an essence from its own being to create a pearl from the grain of sand. What happened if we, like the oyster, didn't try to discard the abrasive and unlovable people from our lives, even when we felt threatened, but rather welcome them as opportunities for God's love to create something beautiful inside of us? A popular saying states that love means to love that which is unlovable, or it is no virtue at all. Are you reaching out and showing love to the unlovable? The easy path is to ignore, avoid, and reject certain people. Perhaps there are some individuals who are so harmful to you and our loved ones that we should avoid them. But our first response needs to be compassion and love. Are you demonstrating the fruit of the Holy Spirit by showing kindness, patience, and love? Lord, I want to allow you to work in my life through any circumstance, even the unpleasant ones. Teach me to love with your love. May God add a blessing to the hearers and the doers of his word. Oh, okay. The unlovable. Um, unlovable. So most of us have or know people who are, or even ourselves, may be unlovable. We may be extra or hard to deal with or hard to be around. The only example in my life currently that I have is I guess you could say my baby mama. Yeah, which is my son's mother. Um, she's not a horrible person. Um, I definitely was a I was a horrible person when I was younger. I made horrible decisions, horrible life choices. So did she, obviously, because we had a child and we weren't married. It was me. I take full responsibility of playing house, being ignorant, living in the world and of the flesh, and not finding the person for me instead of just finding somebody, instead of looking for that right one and preparing myself. So she still does horrible things to this day out of spite and pettiness, which is fine, um, because I let God fight my battles, and that's all I can say because we're still going. So uh, I I have sole custody of my son. So you know she's had me arrested for kidnapping. She's called the police numerous of times, or she's kept my son away from me, or she's did all this. And I don't, to this day, and this was, a few months ago, but till this day, I don't hate my baby mama. I don't hate my son's mother. I'm married and I've moved on with my life since 2017, and it's 2024, and I was living in the world, and it's sad that I made those mistakes, but she would be my example of someone that's hard to love. But I do. Like, I don't antagonize. I don't poke fun. I don't mess with her. I do what I'm supposed to do for my son. I provide for him and my daughter. If she wants to call or she talks to him, that's fine. It has nothing to do with me. But me as a man, I know it's easy to run into those people and blame it on the other person, but I was just as horrible. I made the same mistake she was making. It's just I found God and I learned how to be a better person, how to be a better father and a husband and a provider. Um, and I got married, but me and his mom, I played house. I messed up. So, you know, the things I said and did back then, I, there was the old me. It's no excuse, but I was definitely a horrible person living in the world. Um, but at this point in my life, my son is 12, so I'm trying to be that better example, a better man for him, so that he knows how to be better than me when he grows up. And it if you would ask me 2 years ago that I love her, I'm sorry, you would have had a H no, H-E double hockey sticks O. My kids in there, that's why I added the O. But I have compassion and I understand that we both made mistakes. It's not just her. I don't lash out at my baby mama. I'm not angry at her. I'm not mad at her. Even when she had me arrested, sent to jail for false charges. You can ask my son. I didn't get mad. Did I get mad, Trey? No, I didn't get mad. I didn't get upset. I told my son, I love you. God is watching over us and God will take care of your dad. She had me arrested in front of my son and sent to jail for about 20 hours. And I even told my wife, I'm fine. I'm good. God got me. Because I took a lot of the responsibility for making those mistakes. I played house. I could have simply left. I could have not had a child with her. I could have done all these things to do better, but I didn't. So, you know, I love, like, I have compassion. I love my baby mama for her being a human. And I don't poke fun and I don't antagonize her. So all of these things, the only reason I can't say too much because we still got a court stuff set up. But for an example of someone hard to love, I know it's hard for us to say we love our exes or the ones who hurt us or the ones who did something bad to us. But you have to realize at the same time, when you guys were together, at some point you loved that person. At some point, you guys did the same things because you wouldn't have been on the same page and you wouldn't have been together. So I know I was hard to love years ago, and I thank God for my wife for being patient with me. I thank God for sending that woman to me. If it was not for Taylor Hilliard, I don't know where I would be. If it was not for God sending her to me and helping me, I guess, evolve into this man I am today. Oh, we was talking about it last night. I told her I love her and I thank her for everything she does for our family, everything she has helped me with to be a better husband. And just she encourages me every day, John, do your best. And just she loves me. And when she looks at me and smiles, it makes me smile from the inside. It makes me feel outstanding. It's the love of an outstanding woman. What is it? Was it Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22, I believe. A good man, no, was a good man leaves an inheritance for children, and a prudent wife is from the Lord. It's one of those. A prudent wife is from the Lord. I do know. So don't quote me on that. You can look it up on your own. But I love my wife, and she is one of the people that if she can love somebody like me and help me change and help me grow, then I know that my son's mother will get to a point eventually where God will show her, because we pray for his mom to stop being malicious and vindictive and stop lying and stop, trying to get back at me, um, for finding God and growing to be a better man, because that's all she's doing. But trying to attack me and attack my family, not physically, well, not physically anymore, but not attacking us, but just trying to do vindictive things to get me in trouble. So she can go like, aha, nah. I don't poke fun. I don't judge. She is truly one of the people that God has put in my life to test me. I know that. And I feel like I've passed that test because, I'm not rude. I'm not disrespectful. Like, I used to be. I used to be, yeah, real petty and horrible. Um, but I still understand. I was once the unlovable at one point because I didn't even love myself. So, where it says, "Are you reaching out and showing love to the unlovable?" Like, the easy path is to ignore and avoid and reject certain people. Yeah, I could ignore, avoid her, and reject her, but it does me no good. If I'm truly, you know, a child of God and I follow Jesus Christ and I'm following his word, I should ultimately, like it says, welcome those people who are real petty, who have me arrested, who does low down things to try to get back at me. And I go, that's fine with you. When my son is right in the living room, and he know I have not a single piece of hatred in my heart for his mom. I can say that because I'm a follower of Jesus Christ, and I've learned my lesson, and I've made horrible mistakes, and I worked through them, and they were stupid hard, and I had to realize, like, at one point I was a horrible person too. Like, you can't act like you if you don't think you were a horrible person. Ask the people around you, and you probably were. But we're human. We get caught up in our ways, and I got caught up in my feelings, and I had to let go and let God, and I trusted in Him, and I learned to be more patient, and just more kind in general to even people I don't agree with. I don't agree with everybody, but I'm just kind. Sure, if that's what you do when I'm talking about personal finance and budgeting, and people go, "Oh no, I'm gonna use credit for this. You credit for this." I don't believe in using credit, so I go, "Sure." You don't have to argue and fight with everybody. So that was my kind of example in my personal life right now, today, um, of loving the unlovable. Because Jesus chose to love me and open my eyes, and I try to do the same. So if you have someone in your life like that, or someone like that, when they come at you wrong, or not come at you wrong, but when they come with irrational, or they come with crazy stuff, don't feed into it. Just kind of be quiet, let them talk. You don't have to stand there. You don't have to let them physically hit you or stand there. But if you can just walk away, just walk away. Do it a few times, and I guarantee you they'll get the message. Like, but you have to understand that I'm indifferent. Like, I don't I just I've gotten over it because I've forgiven myself. I know Jesus Christ has forgiven me, and I'm moving forward. I love my wife. I love my children. I love my family that I'm building. I love the man that I'm becoming. I love the provider that I'm becoming. And I'm going to continue to follow Jesus Christ and do his will as long as I live. So, guys, thank you so much. If you know a lovable person, so to speak, I'm using the terminology from the passage, forgive them. Forgive them for what they have done. Let it go. But I know I keep saying I'm finna go. The biggest thing I noticed is when I forgave my parents. That was one of my biggest transformations. I know you guys don't want to hear this, and you go, "Oh, my parents did this to me." I know, but forgive them. Forgive them so that you can grow in Jesus Christ. I guarantee you it'll work. I didn't think it would work. I was like, man, that's stupid, man. I've been through this. They wouldn't do this for me. They wouldn't do this for me. I was like, wait a minute. How about I do this for my kids and stop pointing the finger at my parents? Forgive your parents for making mistakes, making bad choices, making bad decisions, because you're going to be a parent, or you are a parent, or you have made bad decisions and you want forgiveness as well, right? You want forgiveness? Learn to forgive and be kind. So, guys, thank you so much. Au revoir. A bientôt. À la prochaine. If you have any comments you want to put in the comment section, put it down below. And I'll try to respond as fast as I can. But that's one of the hardest things for me. Well, it was one of the hardest things. It's not anymore. So love those who you try to avoid, because that's the true test of God's love and faith that you have in Jesus Christ. Au revoir. A bientôt. À la prochaine.